Sherlock Holmes, the movie with Robert Downey Jr. That movie is about bros before hoes. That's what I got from it. Great movie, great fight scenes. I feel like it's one of those movies that just are made for dudes. Like it doesn't matter like what's gonna happen, even if it's like in like the early industrial revolution. We need explosions, you know. We need things to go kaboom. Doesn't matter what. We need like a little chase scene. That's what we need, and that's what I feel like. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you could go and make like a prequel to Fast and the Furious, but it's set in this time? That'd be really cool. Just have the carriages. I don't know. It wouldn't be Paul Walker. It'd be Paul Crawler. I'm just kidding. The joke. It's a joke. It's a great movie, man. I like the martial arts in it. I feel like it is though like a bros before hoes kind of a movie because the whole time that Watson doctor guy, I think that's who he is trying to get married. He's trying to. I'm sorry if I burped. He's trying to introduce um Sherlock to his fiance, and she's like, "Yeah, I want to meet this guy." By the looks of it, like she's like, "Oh, I want to meet this guy," and then she meets him. He's like, "Oh, he's kind of a dick." I'm like, "He's like, yeah, but he's my friend. He's my dick." And the whole time he's like, "Well, are you gonna like, you know, propose to her?" But like, he's like, "I got money problems because I'm a gambler," and she's like, "Well, okay. How about I hold on to your money for you?" And like, she outs all his dirty laundry to him, and he does the same to her, and she's like, all like upset because what's his name? Sherlock was like, oh yeah, she used to be married in somewhere tropical. Supposedly this guy knew. I doubt that he knew. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I didn't read the book. Um, it's a very interesting movie. A lot of like magic and science. I think it's interesting to like think about how there was conspiracies back then, like for small societies, secret societies that take over the world, and they still exist today. And like maybe, I mean, who knows? Whatever. I'm not part of one, but I would think they still exist today, and maybe they're trying to control the world. Maybe that's why we're going through what we're going through right now, recession. Who knows? That Blackwater character, I think his name was. I think he was a good villain. Not the best, because like the really good villain was the guy that was in the little chariot, because he's like a carriage chariot. I don't know what it's called. I think it was a carriage. He's the real mastermind, and like the really important thing that they wanna. I don't know. Is he a good? I've seen the other movie, the next one that comes after this. I don't remember him in that one. I think I gotta watch it again to refresh. But in this movie, he was just kind of like moving the pieces on the game board, and these people were his, pawns and the whole thing. Um, but yeah, all he wanted to do was steal radio wave, the radio wave device for that machine to kill the people, which I think is To a degree, it's revolutionary, but like, I don't know. I never thought about it like that because we always had the opportunity to have controls in our hands. So how is it the first time there was no controls? Like, maybe I could talk to my parents about this because they're pretty old. And how was it like when you had to change the TV channel before there was a control? Or, how did you guys set off your explosives? If, well, they just probably had um, like a fuse and blow things up. But apparently that's the part that the evil character wanted. And I wish they would have continued with his movies, like kind of Marvel them. Like, what's the next episode? What's the next thing? I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure like the actual Marvel movies came in, and Robert Downey Jr. being Iron Man is what caused them from not being able to continue this franchise, which I think is way better movie than maybe the Iron Man movie. It's like, yeah, the first couple Iron Man movies were good. The first couple Marvel movies were good, but just too much, man. Too much. That's all there is right now. Like, all of the Disney Channel Plus channel, pretty much, I think is either just princesses, Simpsons, or Marvel characters. And can we get some new stories out here, I know this is a retold story of the books and stuff, but still, like, it's something different than what was out there. I think that's what's my big problem with these movies. Again, still, I fully believe that this movie was the bros before hoes, because the whole time I feel that Sherlock is trying to split apart Watson and his fiance so that Sherlock can keep his friend and he doesn't have to travel around with him. But it's kind of a hypocrite because he's following around the girl. The one that that the evil mastermind sent for him. He's like, we're gonna make this woman make you fall in love with her again, and that's how he's gonna lose it. It's a really long movie. It's a 2 hour long movie. It didn't need to be 2 hours long. I had to watch it like in 2 days because I stopped and I fell asleep, and I'm like, what did I take away from this movie? Well, that's all I could take away was that Robert Downey Jr., out of all his roles, the best one will always be Tropic Thunder. He can never outdo himself with the day when he made that film, when he participated in that film. And if you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, you should watch it. I gotta watch it again just to refresh the old noggin. What is it that I'm doing? I don't know. I'm just talking about a movie that I saw a couple years ago. Okay, and now I'm talking about a movie I saw last night that I thought was It's good. Hey, you know what? Compared to my movies that I'm making right now, it's phenomenal. But it didn't need to be 2 hours long. We didn't need to know all that information. Like, him going to jail, we didn't need to see Sherlock Holmes in jail. We didn't need the fight scene where Sherlock Holmes fights that really tall dude in the shipyard. You didn't need that. There's so much that you just didn't need in that movie, I think. But then again, I feel like it goes back to the kind of media we do today, like consume like faster, like get to the point kind of a thing. But it was a good movie. It's a good action movie to watch. I really don't think you get anything from it other than the fact that Sherlock Holmes is a dick. He's got like this, well, maybe not a dick. He's got like a neurological thing. I'm not saying if you have a neurological thing, you're a dick, but he's kind of selfish in this way because he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go after the girl I want, but Watson, yeah, you gotta drop that girl you like, cause whatever, for some reason. Um, he ends up, I guess, like liking the girl that his friend likes, not in like the sense that like he wants to date her or anything. He likes her, and as in like he gives his boy the consent to marry her. And how does he do this? He steals his girl's diamond necklace, and then gets that diamond necklace put on a ring, and it's a massive ring. It's like those rings that like, it's like those diamonds that, you know, someone bled for this diamond. This ain't no lab diamond. This is, some people lost a couple of limbs for this, you know? And I hope that doesn't get me canceled, because whatever. We don't have anything to get canceled for, right? Good movie. Would watch it again. Good. It's a Saturday movie. Definitely a Saturday movie you watch. You don't watch this on a Sunday. You might watch it on a Friday, but it's a Saturday movie you watch with a friend or someone close that you're willing to spend the time with and that you care about, and that you don't mind maybe talking in between the movie, because some of these things, like, you have to go back and like, oh, he did this, he did that, and it's cool, but it's just really long. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Maybe you didn't even come. Maybe you didn't watch. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm not a critic. I'm not a film junkie. I'm not a film junkie. I just watch movies, and I'm gonna review them. I don't know why, but this seems like fun. No one asked for my opinion. No one cares. A part of me, I don't know why I'm doing this. So, just, if you enjoy it, hit that like button. If you have any recommendations, comment or email me. How are you going to email me? I don't know. I'll put up the email eventually. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.